White Spirit, please.
Nearly clean. Feeling good. It's okay. I think I've got to make this a bit longer, as that's bottoming out on there, or is it bottoming out on the bottom? Could be hitting that end. How long have we got? Alright, we have 3 point whatever. Yeah, I should say that's bottoming out. I need to do that as well. Right, get set up for that. That's took about 75 thou off of that. Now, where is now when I set this this taper on, what I did was I actually measured the bottom of the taper with this, and got an idea of what that is, and then the outside on the nose of the spindle. It was quite easy to measure for that. So what I did from there on was I actually drew it out on a Microsoft Word document, because you can actually set the dimensions of the drawing on there, which I did. Scaled it up a little bit so it was a little bit larger, and then used a protractor to find what the angle was, and then dialed the angle in onto this, or as near. I mean, I knew it was all just going to be a rough guess. I couldn't get it absolutely accurate, and then it was just slightly tweak about until I'd got it near enough. It seemed to work okay, so right, I just want to go a little bit further on there. Much further. If I go roughly 1/4 inch, that's about 1/4 inch there. do. So much happy with that finish. Now I've got this on. I've cut that a little bit under there on purpose. That is tight. This is a good test, isn't it? Let's slow it down a bit. Bigger hammer. Right, there we go, that bit's done. I'm happy with that. That's fine. Right, I've taken off my compound slide and just fixed that on there with the 2 bolts, the pivoting bolts, just to see where we are with centre height. And I think, well, it's okay as it is, but that's no good fixing that there. I need some better way of. So this is the 20mm steel plate, and I'm going to turn that up. I've got the measurements I want to turn it to. But I think by the time I get 20mm, well, it's not going to be, because I'm going to skim the face off, it's going to be, I don't know, I'm going to take mil and a half off each side. So maybe it'll be 17, 18mm maybe. But by the time I get that on there, I think that's going to be okay for a height, a centre height. I think I'll be fine. So we should be good with that. I've stuck these 2 little bits of steel in here because the T-bolts, or that fit in there, the bolts seem too long that they're bottoming out before it tightens the vise down. Now whether there should be a bigger vise with this, I don't know. I'm reluctant to cut the bolts down, so I'm going to have to, I think I might just clean these bits up and have them as a permanent attachment to go across there. I've actually cleaned the vise up, so that's all running a lot smoother now. That is a nice fit for that jaw in there. There is no Real movement in it. That all works nicely. So the next job is get this turned to the right size I want, get the holes drilled in it. I've got to put a hole in for that centre pivot, which is probably 1/2 inch. No, it's not. I would say that's 5/8. Okay, I can do that 5/8, not a problem. So I've got to do that, put that hole in, 2 holes for the pivot in, and then I've got to try and mill that plate down where them 2 pivot holes go in. Slide over here, let's see. So that wants to come down to, where are we? I would say that's 9/16. So if you want it in metric, that's 8.4 roughly. That's the measurement I've got on there. I've got my milling cutter in now for the repair on the back gear. I've actually taken the back gear out, so I don't know whether to attempt to do that myself. I can't do the brazing, but I might see if any viewers out there want to see if they want to do some content for their channel and repair it for me. I don't mind if it's only brazing, that's fine, and send it back and I'll mill it. I'm sure I can figure out a way. That's something I want to try and do on here, is set up perhaps milling the other way. So I can probably mount it. Yeah, I can probably mount this. How would it have to go? That's going to run that way, yes. I'm going to have to mount this in here somehow. Yeah, I'm sure I could do something. Anyway, we'll see what happens with that. So if anybody out there wants to offer to do the repair, I'll send it all out to you and we'll see where we go from there. Might even let you keep the milling car in case I do it again.
Here's the dust. I can't see anything. Oh, right there. Please. Oh, please. Come on. I've turned it off because my phone can't pick up all the stuff. I got the car in.
It's not much of a spectator sport, is it?
Huh? It's obviously I've got 40 eyes. This is this. I can't see anything.
It's there somewhere.
It's obviously so eyes.
It's not going to help.
Oh, they're coming off, so it'll clear now.
I'm quiet.
can just see the